Hi, Allison. Nice to have you here, and congratulations for winning the Maverick Ingredient Award for SCC from for the BASF material, the VitaGuard A. So, can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for having me. And we were so thrilled to receive the recognition of the award. VitaGuard A uses a patented solid lipid particle technology that really increases retinol stability to be superior on the market, which also translates to an increased efficiency and efficacy for consumers, as well as reduced irritation. So this is a brand new proprietary technology that really we think is helping to address some of the needs of retinol, which is a gold standard for anti-aging for consumers.
As we all learn from the dermatologist, retinol is a gold standard, but there's irritation issues, as a lot of times, especially for formulators. Sometimes the raw material needs to be shipped under nitrogen blanket and it's not stable, it's irritating, and just there are a lot of negative effects that formulators try to shy away from. And I understand you actually have an earlier version of this encapsulated vitamin A, the retinol. Can you tell us what is so unique about this one versus all the others, even from your competitors, if you have any data?
Yeah, so we have other encapsulations in our portfolio, but for us, one of the things that we really wanted to address was one, a high retinol loading, and also we really wanted to have a superior stability in real use conditions. So, for other older technologies and even some of our competitors, you can do retinol stability tests. But if you do it in a lab environment, it's not necessarily how consumers use the product. So what we wanted to do when we actually benchmarked against a competitor is we wanted to fully formulate our VitaGuard A with an appropriate dosage of retinol. So corresponds to 0.1% retinol. You would see that on the market, and we formulated it into a cream, and it's in an oxygen condition. So it's not using the nitrogen blanket that you mentioned. It's in oxygen conditions, which is very challenging for retinol. And we actually, in the testing, took a little bit and opened it and manipulated it every day, just like a consumer would when they're applying their cream. And we were able to demonstrate a superiority versus our competitors for retinol stability in this very real use condition that, this is how I use my personal care products. So,
Great. I do love you have clinical study. Can you tell us more about the clinicals that you have done and what kind of consumer benefits can they see when they use the material?
yeah, for sure. So, we did some in vitro stability studies like I described, but in addition, we also did a more formalized clinical studies on a panelist of volunteers, and we tested VitaGuard A versus free retinol. And we show that we actually have a greater efficacy using VitaGuard A versus the same effective amount of retinol. And this is due to our solid lipid particle technology. So retinol is a lipid-loving or a fat-loving ingredient, and our solid lipid particle technology actually makes it more bioavailable to skin and helps it to absorb better, making it more efficient. So for consumers, you can actually get more benefit using less while also having this great technology, better protected, having greater effect in your day to day, and it's going to show on your face when you're using it.
Fantastic. So from formulation standpoint, I read you also have a broader pH range because we know retinol can be pH sensitive. Can you talk
Mhm.
more about that?
Well, so what we want to do whenever we're formulating an active ingredient, we really want to try to put something that is going to be the most robust in formulation that can possibly be. This is for formulators, but also for consumers, as consumers will want to have different formats. So this is something that we we try to do, and really is the whole value proposition for VitaGuard A is to really deliver this need for this well-known hero ingredient.
Okay. Is there a particular form of cosmetic end products would be best using this technology because it's lipophilic? Does it have to be in a cream or can it be in a water-based serum? Is there any differences?
So it should probably be in an emulsion. I think there might be some formulation and stability constraints in a water-based cream only. But I think I'm also not an expert formulator, so I would rely on feedback and others' feedback on that particular piece. We tested it in an emulsion.
Okay.
And I believe for our suppliers day, we had it in an oily serum. No, it was an emulsion serum, I think. But yeah, I would say an emulsion is ideal.
That would be the best vehicle.
Yeah,
Understand. Okay. So this is just like a quick showcasing of your novelty. By the way, is this patented?
it is.
Great.
Yes.
So, and this is launched in 2025.
Yes. So we launched at Suppliers Day.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I
Yes.
know this is new ingredient. I didn't know it was launched at that day.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's an exciting technology. It's a platform technology for BASF. We have a couple of other ingredients based off of solid lipid particle, but this specifically, the VitaGuard A is with retinol.
Okay, so for consumers to recognize your particular ingredient, besides the word retinol, anything else that, would like spark their like, oh, that is from BASF. Is there any specific term that they need to watch out so they know?
Um, I think if brands and formulators chose to use well, it is an encapsulated retinol. If they chose to use, patented solid lipid particle, that would be from us for sure.
Okay, solid
And
lipid particle. That would be the
yes,
key.
yes, I would say that would be certainly part of it. But the value proposition, I think, is also quite unique. So it always depends on the brands and their storytelling as well, but that would be unique to us.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So people will be start looking for encapsulated retinol with the solid lipid technology that is patented.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Allison, for this short conversation. And I wish you all the best. And we expect to see a lot of products using your material.
I hope so.
All right. You have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.